share your art. Don't be afraid of, putting your stuff out there, because you never know who's out there and who's gonna like it and who's gonna show it to somebody else who thinks you're tight.
Did Robert tell you I was coming to get some? Okay, cool.
No, he didn't tell anything.
Really?
Oh, what do you mean?
So we're grabbing 2 sweatsuits and a run-up tees because we're gonna collaborate with some Instagram guy. We got Miss Lee's approval. Right now we're picking blanks to bring over to Romello. I think that's how you say his name, Roemello of Golden Age Thrift. He's been going pretty viral lately on Reels and doing like really cool screen printing work on unique spots and all over patterns and things that most people don't really do. I really think that I should just go to the warehouse and grab all this shit. This shit is chaotic here, bro. Just grab it here? Okay, no problem. So Miss Lee said we gotta grab it here. Also, warning, this is not how your merchandise is handled when you order here. This is just me, and I'm usually not a picker. All right. Got the keys. What up? Can I pet her? What's up? Smell me up.
Her name's Ellie.
What's up, Ellie?
Say hi, baby. Got cats too. She's just a little, she can be kind of fun.
I brought you a set of the tees and
Cool.
One to print, one to keep, whatever.
Thank you.
These are, yeah, everything's yours.
Thank you.
Yours.
Appreciate it.
You've been going viral on the Reels, so I was like, might as well try to link up and do something. I don't know, your spot looks fucking sick.
Thank you, yeah. I can give you guys a tour if you want. Yeah, so obviously this is where I work. This is my home. I have a couple roommates, and luckily, they let me rent out the garage for all of my stuff. It's really crazy in here. I don't do much cleaning, unfortunately.
No, not unfortunately. This is how it's supposed to look.
Yeah, right? That's what I always say.
Why the name Golden Age Thrift?
So I originally started selling vintage. I had no idea about making clothes or no dream of starting a brand. I kind of fell into it. So yeah, I'd been reselling vintage for a couple of years. And then I went on a road trip to Missouri with my old roommate. And he was like, oh, you're really gonna like this guy, Coop. I was like, okay, cool. So we go to Coop's house, and he had downstairs basement, and he had a full 4-color press machine. He had all these screens, posters, everything. And I was like, what is this? And he goes, oh, it's screen printing. I was like, what? Well, how do you even learn something like this? And he's like, YouTube. Okay, cool. And he had a crazy vintage collection already, and he had a bunch of shirts on his rack, and he gave me a bunch. I was like, oh man, this guy's so cool. So I went home, and then I just watched a bunch of videos, saved up a couple $100, and then I bought all my stuff.
That's so funny that you didn't know about screen printing at all, because most people would be like, oh, I took a class in high school. Oh, I love streetwear or whatever. Mm-hmm. You literally had no idea what you were looking at.
No, dude, I was like, what the heck is it? Because I would see the stencils and stuff, and at the time I was 2017, 18, and he had these Donald Trump posters where he's mad face, and it was two colors, and I was like, how did you do this? What is this stuff, And I think, that is a cool part, because I really have had no idea about branding and stuff, and I feel like people are almost too concerned with the brand aspect instead of making
Well, that's the main thing, so that's why I say you're an artist.
And it's hard though, because I feel like I should have more money too, but I don't know how to. That's where I lack, is the business side.
Well, welcome to being an artist.
Yeah, true. Golden Age is also a reference to 90s hip hop, because that's my favorite.
I noticed
culture,
that you use a lot of good songs, in your videos, and I'm always like, huh, okay. How old are you?
I'm 27, or I'll be 27 in March.
Oh, okay, so you're a little bit closer to my age.
No, my parents had me when they were really young, and so my dad was super into 90s hip hop, and so that was all I listened to probably until I was 15, and I started listening Pro Era, and that's when I got into newer hip hop.
Have you ever been to New York?
No, and I really want to go.
Dude.
That's like my #1 goal. I've only really sold my stuff in Los Angeles. So I want to go try other places. Like this year, my goal is to go to New York and Japan and try and sell stuff. I was already selling vintage at swap meets. And then I started sneaking in my stuff onto the racks and people were like, oh, what's this? And I was like, oh, I made it. And they're like, what? Cool. And so they would buy it and I said, oh shit, that's what's up. So then slowly it turned into all of my prints instead of vintage. So I was just like, been doing that since 2019.
Well,
18.
also vintage got kind of blown out. Like when you started,
hard.
it was like right at the, everybody's getting
coming
into
up.
it. Yeah. It's like the Sean Witherspoon effect.
Okay, hold on. I want to touch back on that.
No, you're good.
But let's go to the backyard and
Let's go.
wash the screen.
Lead the way.
Please follow me, gentlemen.
And are you from SoCal?
No. My family is from Stockton. Up-
Stockton?
It's up north. It's
Yeah, I know what Stockton is.
But when I was young, my parents didn't want me to grow up there because they grew up there. And they're like, this is
Reasonable.
Not it. Yeah. So we ended up moving up to Washington State. So I'm from the woods.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I grew up from like age 6 to 18, like literally in the woods with rednecks and no brown people. So when I came out here, I was like, oh, what the heck? Like everyone kind of looks like me.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is crazy. We can go back. I brought some other stuff too.
Oh.
Well, first, I'm glad that people like my stuff now and they are inspired by my work, but I don't want people using me for inspiration, as in stealing my style. But with that being said, I gotta show you who I got my style from. So Don Rock is an OG printer from the 80s. And it took me 4 years to get a piece from him, but this is one of his artworks. He's the guy who did like the original Butthole Surfer shirts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he's deep, dude. Like his so crazy. And so what I would do when I first saw his page, I would try and break down like, okay, well, but then like you can see, okay, yeah, this is obviously one screen, the sun, and then this orange one. So 3 screens total. But then if you look in the colors, like how he blends them all together and stuff, like I still cannot figure this piece out. These are not my personal pair, but I train in all of my own stuff. I would really like to make fight wear. I think that'd be sick, like fight robes, wraps. I want to learn, or I want to try and print on gloves. Really anything. I just want to print on anything I can. Yeah, I train at Saxon Academy in Van Nuys, so this is kind of inspired by them.
So if anybody wants to fade.
Yeah, if you want to, come on, baby Bob, put on the 16 ounces, run it.
Every day he's posting something crazy. Like every single thing that he's printing and nobody else will touch. This stuff was super impressive to me too, because I didn't understand how you were doing this kind of. Like his other shirt, yeah, so he usually does the 2 colors with it. It makes no sense. Because you have to like figure out where to print them, right, around him. Like you don't have just like the screen that goes directly, yeah.
No, all of them are one at a time.
Yeah, so it looks like it's one screen, but really, he's playing artist and figuring out where to put each logo, you know? What made you choose this photo of her?
Dude, I always had a crush on young SZA when I was young too. That's like, I think a 2017 one. For like photo tees like this one, I found it on the internet. Like a couple of things I find on the internet, but most of my stuff is analog, like magazines, book. I try to never use anything from the internet unless it's something like
I
this.
said, of course, because we all take the internet.
Of course, right?
You know?
So I found this on Tumblr. Like it was in my likes from when I was in high school.
Yeah, if somebody's got to ask why you have a headlamp,
Don't worry.
I'll tell you guys, it's so you can see through the screen and see exactly where he's printing.
Here, so we will print on the collar a little bit for this one. The first time ever.
Oh, this is the first time it's going on a collar? There we go.
Today is the day, baby. Just finished. Yeah, this is also where I shoot like all of my product photos and stuff, just right here. I feel like it has good lighting, it's a good, like nice clean background. This is Romello of Golden Age Thrift, or Golden Age. And yeah, I'm a screen print artist. I make everything by hand. Come check me out on my page if you want to learn some stuff, how to print, just want to see my art. On that point, share your art. Don't be afraid of, putting your stuff out there, because you never know who's out there and who's gonna like it and who's gonna show it to somebody else who thinks you're tight. Thank you.